Well, good afternoon, YouTube winners. Today, I've got a free education for you today. Yes, I'm going to use our example in the Patreon. Yes, I'm going to use our example from the bitcoinacademy.net. But it is going to be free education to you. Unfortunately, because you weren't with us, you're not currently up the same level we are. Now, let me just tell you about a mistake I made. A mistake that I made. Over here on Ethereum, I was basically right in here at around $400. Let me just draw on that for you guys, just in case you need me to draw so you can see it. Right in here, I was thinking about selling all of my Ethereum, literally all of it. I have a lot of Ethereum, and I was up. It was a very large number. Okay, and then by the end of the day, or a couple days that I thought about it, I said, you know, I really couldn't live with myself if I sold it all and it shot up, and I think there's more probability of that than it going down. And I already had targets that reached up to several $1,000s on Ethereum from there. So what I chose to do was take a little bit of a gamble instead of a big gamble, and I sold almost 1,000 of my Ethereum. When I did this, that produced a very large amount of cash that I was planning. I was actually really thinking that there was a possibility that Ethereum was going to do one of these, an A, a B, and maybe a C down to here, and retest this top right there. Just retest that top, and I was going to put that Ethereum back in and go back up. And I'd already missed the top. I missed the top up here at around 500 bucks. So I thought, well, let me just take this gamble and see. Well, the gamble did not pay off. Ethereum took off and went up. And we pivoted. As a group, when I place a trade, a lot of people within the group, they say, hey, Jay's been doing this longer than me. I'm going to follow him. I'm learning from him. If he's making the trade, I'm making the trade. So our whole group made that trade. And some of them, you know, that don't have as big a stack as me, they may have sold 10 Ethereum. They may have sold 100 Ethereum. Like I say, I sold close to 1,000, and I still had more than 10 times that much Ethereum still in my big stack, my investment long stack. Okay? So when it took off to go up, what am I to do? What am I to do? So I taught people, and I still teach every day on this topic, I taught people how to pivot when it's necessary. So now what I had almost $400,000 I had to get back into crypto, and I had to put it into a couple of coins that haven't moonshot yet. And I knew a whole bunch of coins that were about to moonshot. But you've also got to have liquidity. How are you going to take $200,000, put it into a trade, and that trade works out for you, but also you can get out of the trade? So a couple of different coins that I went to, I want to talk to you guys about. I'm going to leave the Ethereum chart for now, and I'm going to go to 2 of the 3 coins that we pivoted into. And I just want to talk about how that's worked out. Before I go, let's do one little thing here. Let's look. What I was trying to outperform was Ethereum. So when I pivoted, I needed to outperform Ethereum. And I'm not going to tell you my target on Ethereum, but I'll tell you this. We've still got more than $1,000 to go to get to my target. But as of right now, how have we done? As of right now, I got out at 388, so let's call it 390, and it's gone up a total of 383%. Okay? That's how much Ethereum went up. So when I got out of that 400 grand, I need to beat the return on Ethereum. When I'm pivoting, I'm going, okay, I took a chance. It didn't work out for me. Now I've got to make up the difference. And so there's part of that says trade your plan your trade, and trade your plan. And then if that doesn't work out, you've got to have plan B. And so we immediately had plan B. Let me share with you what we did. This was a coin that I put out on YouTube in 2017, And I told people for free at about $1.85, $1.50, whatever it was, I said, this is my number one coin for 2018. This was in October of 2017. I had no idea that within the next 45 days, it was going to go to $122 here on Binance, but actually the total it went to was $140. So it went 100 times people's money. I had many people that rode that entire wave, took their profits, and actually came back to me and said, listen, you just made me a millionaire. I want to send you something. I want to do this. Of course, I wouldn't take anything from them. I was happy to help. That's not what I'm about. I'm not trying to take their return. But this is one of the coins that we pivoted into. But let me just cover this with you. Another one we pivoted into was Zilliqa. Now watch what happened. In our Patreon group, right here, back in 2019, when Zilliqa went under a penny, we started to buy Zilliqa under a penny. Okay? My average price is 0.007. So right now, when I originally bought Zilliqa, I'm averaged at 0.007, so let's get that in place. Right there. Right there. And right now, I am up on my original position 22 times my money. Did I mention to you guys that we don't make money at the BitcoinAcademy.net? We don't make money at CryptoJay's Patreon, patreon.com/CryptoJay. We don't make money. We do not make money. When I was a day trader for 10 years, I made money. I made a lot of money. And I lost a lot of money. Over at what we're doing now, we create wealth. 22 times my money from my entry point of 2019. Well, guess what? The whole group is right now 22 times our money. I'm not going to give you our target, but I can tell you it's not this line. It's one of these lines up here. And we're going to get there in the next probably 60 days. It's one of these lines up here. Okay? Do you know what it is? I can tell you what our target is, and I can tell you that my targets are in the 80 plus percentile of accuracy. Sometimes they don't quite get there. And guess what? I know it when it happens, and I get out early. Sometimes I get to target, and I go, wait a minute, we've got to raise our target like we did last week on Polkadot. We raised our target. And we got that extra $4 or $5 on Polkadot. Sometimes it overperforms and goes right past target. But look, like I said, in the 80 percentile, do you know most people working on Wall Street are doing good if they can do 45 percentile trade accuracy? 45 percentile, they're doing good. I challenge you, come over, ask some of the folks that have been with me for 3 years. They'll tell you, yeah, what Jay's telling you is 100% the truth. Now, let's get back to our pivot. We pivoted over here into Zilliqa. Why? Zilliqa has unbelievable liquidity, billions and billions of coins. I needed a place I could go chunk a couple $100 grand, right? So in doing that, I got into Zilliqa just right, barely under 2 cents. So let's move this up and see how my Zilliqa trade is doing. It was 0.085, about right there. So I just showed you Ethereum 300 and some change, 323%. This trade has already reached 800%. Can I tell you that if Ethereum goes to the target I have planned to sell all the rest of my Ethereum, it still won't hit the return that I got right here at 795%. But now let's also take a look at this one here, which we pivoted into at 18 cents. 18 cents, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get down here, right in here. And let's take that up. If we go to the current price, we're at 910%. If we go to what the high was a couple weeks ago, 1,367%. And listen, let me tell you something about this coin right here. You see this top line right here? When we pass this top line right here, this coin is going to go on a moonshot that you haven't seen in a long time. And this particular trade where we pivoted in, by the way, we were already in this trade. We started buying this trade, we started buying PPT back after the 2017 bubble. We started buying it back when PPT fell below 70 cents. So that would have been right about over here. Again, 2019. We bought it all through here. All through here. That's how come I can talk to you about it today. It's because I'm sharing with you what the group that I've been helping has done, but I'm not giving you our target. And guess what? You can't get the same X factor as us. You could get in right now and you don't know where to get out and you won't get the same X factor. I can tell you this. Let me show you this. On this pivot trade, we're going past this number. We're going considerably past that number. But can I tell you, at that number, that trade of mine where I got out of Ethereum will be up 93 times the amount of money that I put in there. Can you guys do that math? That was part of my pivot trade of almost $400,000. Part of my pivot trade. In fact, I told my traders, I said, I'm already very, very heavy in Populous. And now at 18 cents, I said to people, I said, I am unreasonably long. I am irresponsibly long on PPT. In fact, just today, I saw someone saying that recently they put in $10,000 on just an extra little PPT trade, and they were already up 4 or 5 times their money. And they've just been following along with what we're doing. So guys, a couple of lessons here. Number one, you've got to know when to pivot. You've got to have a plan if your trade doesn't work out. You've got to be looking 10 moves ahead, all of the above. So in that way, the last thing I'll share with you as a lesson today is you've got to wait on your entry point, because your entry point matters. Look at the difference on this trade. This was just a pivot at 795%. But look down here. If we go down here to where our average price is of when we started buying Zilliqa, we're at 26.68 already. Our X factor is already 26.68. Let's just say our target is somewhere up in here. Look at how far that goes. 30,405%. But watch how quickly that changes for all the people on YouTube that are just now coming alive and saying, hey, look, we need to be buying Zilliqa. Zilliqa's on a run. We need to get in now. They're going to make 2,500%. The folks I'm working with are going to make 30,000% on that run. By the way, that's not our target. Our target is up here. It's one of these lines up here, but I'm not telling you what it is. You've got to come figure that out for yourself. And what I would tell you guys is, look, don't even come over to our Patreon. Don't even come over to our website to get any education whatsoever if you're a cynist. And I talked about this already a few times. I'm going to talk about it again. Someone who's a cynic is someone who understands the price of everything, and they do not understand the value of anything. The only thing they know is cost. They do not understand opportunity cost. And I can't even understand how come such novice people are investing their money into such a speculative asset as crypto, and they don't even understand opportunity cost. I teach that a lot over on our channel, but I just can't understand it. If you're a person that doesn't understand opportunity cost, just keep getting a little bit of freebies here and there on YouTube and you'll be fine. Okay? But if you understand opportunity cost, understand that you can make an investment in yourself that will pay off huge dividends. Huge dividends. A lot more dividends than the guy that's going, here's your next pump coin at 100x your money, question mark. They're posing it as a question to you. Is this the next coin? Do we know? Do we have a clue? Is there a VC fund involved in the coin? Is there anybody involved in it? Or are we just expecting our 280,000 subscribers to get in it after the video so that they pump it up and I can take a profit? That's not what I'm doing here. I don't do that at all. In fact, sometimes, I'll give you a little secret. Sometimes I let the whole group get in first. Sometimes I let the whole group get in first. And I say, guys, I don't have time right now. I'll pick it up in a few days. I'll pick it up on a little pullback. You guys jump in. The timing is right. Let me tell you. In fact, let me give you an example of that. I'll give you an example of that. Give you guys one more freebie here today. And now the video is going long. I don't mean for it to, but you guys will have fun with this. So just check this out. We found out about this coin right here, VIDT. We found out about this coin. You'll have to look at a different chart because this is all that's available on Binance. But we found out about this chart, and I'm going to put it on the daily here. It's just taken off now. This is fantastic. We found out about this coin, and I'm going to draw on the chart for you, and we're going to do this. We found out about this coin at, it was about 13, no, it's actually 17 cents, way back over here, okay? And we found out about it. We started looking into the projects, and I came out to people and I said, look, this is a coin we want to buy, but we want to buy it between 4 and 2 cents. It was 17 cents. It was 17 cents. We waited, we waited, we waited, and we waited, and we waited some more. And actually, I got in at 4 cents and told everybody, guys, you can get in now. And the next day it was 2 cents and everybody got in at 2 cents. I was in at 4 cents. And they all got in at right around 2 cents. So they got a better price than I did. I got in a little early, gave it to them to where they could get in at 2 cents. That's right there. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Boom. Go look at the chart on CoinMarketCap. You'll see what I'm telling you is the absolute truth. Once we got in and we broke 5 cents, I gave them a target. I said, guys, we're going to get out of this when it goes between $1 and $1.10. Boom, right there. So this is the part of the chart you're missing. Can I just tell you guys something? From 2 cents? From 2 cents to the top would have been, well, that's actually 81 cents. Go look at it on CoinMarketCap. It went to $1.10. We actually exited, most of us, between $1.02 and $1.05. So let's call it what it is, right there at about $1.05. Okay? This point here went to $1.05. It pulled back. Then it went to $1.05 again. It pulled back. And actually, we bought it back down here. We are back in it in the 30-something centile price. We have a target that goes way on up here, way on up here. Okay, it goes on up here. This is just the first breaking point we're looking for. Okay, you got to go look into what this project is. But look, at $1.05, that's 43 times your money. We could have got in at 17 when we found out about it. And look what it would have done. It would have been 489%. Now, I will never, ever turn my back on 489%. I'm not that spoiled yet. But because I'm a pretty doggone good trader, because I'm connected to the right people, because I have the ability to kind of figure things out a little bit, I looked at the chart and I said, this is not the time to get in. This is going down. And we waited and we waited and we waited. And those people got to 4,400 and I got around 4 cents is where I got in, and I got the 24.90. Look at what a difference the X factor made by them getting it one day later at a little bit better price than I did. They're 44 times their money, and I'm 24 times my money. So I'm just using this as an example. I'm not fussed about it. I'm not hung up on money. Some people are hung up on money. That's not me. I'm hung up on helping people. Come join us, guys. We're having a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this free lesson today. This is what we do every single week at our Patreon channel. It's listed down below, patreon.com/CryptoJay. Me and my partner are killing it. Come join us. We're having fun.